Welcome. It's the FPL Zone on yet another episode of the Premier League Preview Show, and I've brought in the Professor once again. Hi. Club football is back.
Yeah, it's back.
Yes, and FPL is back.
FPL is also back.
Okay. We have some players on our list. Where are we starting from this weekend?
So the most important thing to remember is there's quite a number of double game weeks, and this we're going to take advantage of.
I see.
So let's start with Kai Havertz. Mm-hmm. I know Kai Havertz has been much maligned for his inability to score and other things, but he's the most consistent player in terms of selection in the Chelsea lineup. He plays almost every game, and considering that they are playing Aston Villa to start their double game week, I think there's a very good chance that things can start to happen. And we are seeing the Graham Potter project is picking up steam. So you have to look, you could invest in Chelsea attackers, but the one Chelsea attacker I expect to consistently be there is Kai Havertz, which is why I picked him. Okay. The reason I avoided someone like Reece James or Ben Chilwell, who have been very consistent with their points, is that their injury record is not so good. So you are not quite sure they will last the distance. But in terms of Kai Havertz, he's super fit, he plays every game, and he's always in the middle of the action. He's starting to pick up form slowly, so I expect to see big things from him this game week.
Okay, all right. Who's our second player?
Is the doctor of dribbling, Karu Mitoma. So I've picked Mitoma.
Karu Mitoma.
We know how well Brentford are playing. And
yes.
Again, double game week. So when you're in a double game week, you want to look at a player like Mitoma who is making things happen. He's one of the most electric players in the Premier League. It seems like everything good Brighton do on the attacking side goes through him. So he's a very good prospect. Another prospect on the team I did not pick, but I will mention is Alexis McAllister.
Okay.
He is the team's penalty taker, and he does get the goal and assist here or there. So it's another name to think about, because if you're not sure about Mitoma, because it seems a lot of people have him now, McAllister is also a very good differential.
Okay, our final pick for the weekend.
So I know this one was a bit surprising, but let's look at Nottingham Forest and Morgan Gibbs-White. I think looking at the fact that Forest are going to play Wolves and I believe Leeds in the double game week, they are playing teams who are not quite that good and around their level. And again, I've gone for the most consistent attacker in terms of selection for this team. So you look at Gibbs-White, there's a lot of chopping and changing by Steve Cooper when it comes to the Forest attackers, but Gibbs-White and Brennan Johnson seem to be constants. Brennan Johnson, however, I believe he picked up an injury recently, so I'm not 100% sure about his fitness, but I do expect Gibbs-White to feature. I do expect him to play, and he's the catalyst for the attack. So again, another name to look out for. But Nottingham Forest, again, like I said, they are very good at home, but I'm a bit worried about their second game, which is an away day, because they are not too good away. But if you can get, let's say, a full haul of points in the home game and maybe a decent amount in the away game, I think he'll be a good pick. And like you can see, most of these picks they are quite cheap on the cheaper side for your budget, apart from maybe Kai Havertz, so they are worth looking into. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, the Professor. He's giving you 3 picks: Kai Havertz, Karu Mitoma, and Morgan Gibbs-White. Like he said, a lot of the teams, or some teams, are going to play a double game if they play this weekend and then in midweek. So you need to be on the lookout and try and pick players from there. Of course, players who have been delivering to add up to your points build-up in terms of the Fantasy Premier League. I don't know how you are doing in your respective leagues, but yeah, I'm sure this weekend you want to add more points and all of that. Before we leave,